Dear teacher, I am a survivor of a concentration camp. My eyes saw what no man should witness. Gas chambers built by learned engineers, children poisoned by educated physicians, infants killed by trained nurses, women and babies shot and burned by high school and college graduates. So I am suspicious of education. My request is, help you students become human. Your efforts must never produce learned monsters, skilled psychopaths, educated Eichmanns. Reading, writing, and arithmetic are important only if they serve to make our children more humane.
Making our children more humane is the aim of the Dallas Holocaust Memorial Center. And in this task, we are all educators. We need this place to teach positive values to the kids in our community, the 8th largest urban area in America.
We were witness on September 11th to just how dangerous the world can be for innocent people. In my years of public service, I've become familiar with the important work of the Dallas Holocaust Memorial Center. And I also have a personal connection. My parents are both Holocaust survivors and founding members of this important organization.
The primary mission of the Dallas Holocaust Memorial Center is to provide a place where our entire community can come to learn about the Holocaust.
After a decade of dramatic growth, we have maximized our capacity to educate more people. We must expand this facility. A new permanent exhibition is planned as the Dallas Holocaust Memorial Center will quadruple in size from 3,500 square feet to 14,000 square feet. The new facility will be large enough to accommodate the many children that cannot visit our center today. From 30,000 students per year, our message will soon reach 70,000, 90,000, and more.
I think everyone should come visit the Holocaust Memorial Center because it's something that everyone can learn from and benefit from.
Until I came here, I really didn't have an idea of how much of an impact the Holocaust had on all of our lives. When you come to the museum and actually see the pictures of people and see that some of these names are famous names now, it just has so much more of a greater impact on you.
Because it's a really good way to learn about the Holocaust. It's very interesting and very sad at the same time, and I think that if we study it, we can also prevent something like this happening again.
Well, because it could happen again. Yeah, it could happen because of the 9/11 thing. And then if we just know about what happened, then we can prepare ourselves.
By visiting your facility, we now have a different outlook on life. The most important thing that I've learned is that ignorance is deadly and that people must be taught not to hate.
You have taught me that hatred is a disease and we should not hate anyone. Last night on the news, they were talking about a member from the Ku Klux Klan who shot and killed 2 young black teenagers. It made me think of what this world would be like if everyone hated each other.
It's obvious to me that my students have been irrevocably imprinted.
The students sense that they're learning something that will change their lives forever.
I thoroughly enjoyed your presentation. I did not know about the Japanese fellow who issued all those visas. He was a brave soul to stand against the Nazis.
My family was murdered right in front of my eyes. I was 12 years old, living in Bełchatów, Poland, and my world was destroyed.
We must ensure that never again will people remain indifferent when innocent people are being persecuted. Human rights and human dignity are indivisible. This is a lesson that needs to be taught to our children in the Metroplex today more than ever before.
During my visit to the Dallas Holocaust Memorial Center, I was deeply touched by the photographs and the one thing that really sent a chill down my spine was your story about a prisoner that said, "Shoot me," and the Gestapo replied, "Your life is not worth a bullet."
People don't start out with prejudice. Our children aren't born with hate. It's learned. Just as prejudice is learned, it can be unlearned. The reality of the ovens and the gas chambers of World War II is a piece of history whose lessons are vitally important to all of us, and especially our children.
I never knew the Holocaust was that bad until he showed us that video and told us everything. I don't see how people can hate someone so much that they will go and try to eliminate their whole nationality off the face of the earth.
But if you listen, you can hear us cry. If you listen, look up in the sky. Do not forget us, the things we went through. Remember us, the Jews, the Holocaust.
It was Martin Luther King who said, "Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that."
Yes, I think this is a good way for us to learn about the Holocaust because you can see, and I saw some things that they actually wore and things that they used.
These vital lessons are passed on by the Center's many moving exhibits and activities to over 30,000 area school children, hundreds of teachers, and many thousands more who visit here every year.
We are poised to enter a new phase in which our programs will be refocused and our activities significantly enhanced. This will become a place that will attract significant numbers of visitors from the entire Metroplex and beyond it.
Prejudice exacts a cost on society. Indifference has a very dear price. The best prevention is education.
You have inspired me, and you taught me that respecting others is respecting yourself.
I will try to treat others with respect and to stand up and be a voice for anyone unjustly punished.
When we see political, religious, and ethnic groups being persecuted, we cannot remain indifferent.
What makes the Metroplex a great place to live and raise a family, that our neighbors and corporate citizens recognize their responsibilities to support education.
The Dallas Holocaust Memorial Center is working hard to foster tolerance and to stamp out indifference. The Dallas Holocaust Memorial Center is helping make our community a better place in which to live.